Hey, Ring. What's up, everybody? It's me again. I'm back. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, it's just I don't even remember when I stopped or why. Well, I think my last episode was on Wednesday. It was the only day I could record an episode because the following day on Thursday, didn't really have time for it because I did the evening shift, followed almost immediately by a morning shift the next day, so I didn't have time for that. Then obviously Friday, my mom showed up with her dog and everything. We had some fun. Don't remember what happened on Saturday though. I think what happened was on Friday night, actually early morning, as a matter of fact, which, reminder, I did the evening shift and almost immediately after that I did the morning shift, so barely got any chance to sleep. So I needed to sleep a lot on Friday. I fell asleep while my mom was still at my place. But the thing is, I had a trivia match. I think I mentioned this a couple of times on this on the show, but I had a Doctor Who trivia match on Friday, so that's why I needed to sleep. I needed my mind to be as sharp as possible. I won by TKO, so I don't really care too much about that, but I was desperately in need of sleep, and it really helped. I mean, I only slept like a couple of hours after my mom left. So I did the trivia match. We ended up staying awake talking about it till 5 in the morning, and then I I retired to bed for a proper night's sleep, which lasted most of yesterday, most of the Saturday, I think. Didn't I do an episode on Saturday though? Giovanni and everything? I think I did, but whatever. Might have done an episode on Saturday. Everything that happened after the Doctor Who. No, wait. Yeah, I think I did. I think I talked about this on the episode right after that. I don't know. As you can tell, my mind is a little bit scrambled at the moment. So yeah, I did an episode on Saturday, right before the Schmodown collision. We haven't finished the collision, by the way, but I did an episode. Let's battle Team Go Rocket leader at the moment, which happens to be Arlo this time. While we're sitting down, I did the well, there was no episode of Gets Ready that day, so I had more time to focus on some other stuff. Primarily Mark Riley's Writer's Room, which I'm still a part of, and it happens once a month on the last Saturday of the month. And then obviously the collision. I ordered some pizza. I watched 3 matches back to back, but I just didn't have the mental capacity to stay awake for the fourth and final one, which was Shazam versus Corruption. I still haven't finished it, by the way, mostly because, well, yesterday was yesterday I worked the evening shift, and I was planning to watch it right after coming back home from work. But here's the thing though, maybe it's because it's still relatively new, but you can't actually download the collision event in order to use it for a reaction video. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but I think you'd assume that by now it's possible. to do that. So I figured, why would I figured there was no reason to do that last night. So I decided to just wait for today and maybe even tomorrow, because tomorrow I don't have anything to study. The thing is, also yesterday was John Roca and his partner, the lady out, well, they had a show on stereo, which they do every week, recapping every single MCU movie. And that lasted for about 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I was there for pretty much all of it. So, you know, I'd say it was a good enough way to spend my time. I don't really get enough of a chance to hang out with John Roca on his Patreon anymore, on his Discord, because of my job and all of that. So it was nice to hang out and talk to him yesterday. That was fun. But yeah, today, as soon as I'm done with this episode, I have a quick lunch fest, because I just woke up. It should be breakfast for me, it should be lunch also, it should be dinner. I'm not really sure what to call it, so I'm just gonna say lunch fest. Yeah. Oh right, I forgot, I already spun this Pokéstop. Now I think there's one more thing I need to do now, which is battle in a raid. Unfortunately, I think this one is close enough. Give me a second. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna go over there, battle in a raid, so I can finally finish up the Dialga mission right before it ends. Yeah, I had a couple of days where I just couldn't record an episode, mostly because of work. But since I'm working the night shift tonight, I can afford to do an episode right now. Now, speaking of any missions, first of all, let's claim this reward, which is an Onyx, rock and ground type. Not really sure what Onyx has to do with this. I mean, it's not a fossil Pokemon. It's not something that has anything to do with time. Maybe it's because of its name, Onyx, which is just a misspelled Onyx, which is a type of rock, I guess. And maybe this type of Onyx rock has some sort of time preservation capabilities. I don't know. I'm not a geologist, so maybe I should ask my dad. My dad knows a lot about geology, so I'm gonna ask him. Okay, caught the Machop. And I also got the Excel candies, which is what I was hoping to get from my really powerful Machamp, to power him up. I'm using the word him because Machamps are mostly male, predominantly male, I should say. Hey, got some Meloetta candy for my Meloetta. Still need to make a new friend to finish this mission, but other than that, no other mission needs to be completed at the moment. So let's just go on ahead and proceed with the Dialga mission. I believe that in order to finish that mission, what I need to do is I need to battle in a raid and power up a Pokemon 7 times, which is something that I haven't done, because I haven't really had a Pokemon that I needed to power up too much as of late. But maybe I should do that. You know what? Maybe I should. On. Shortcut. Okay. to spin some Pokéstop for the experiment, for the experience. Yep, because I'm still on that train. Okay, let's move on. Let's see, which Pokemon should I power up? Let's start with Tyranitar for a second. That's 4. Okay. 4 out of 7. 3 to go. And boom! Tyranitar has now become my most powerful, usable Pokemon at the moment. Check Rhyperior. Nope. And let's just go there, I suppose. Okay, that's 2. I only need 1 more. Salamence is getting up there in CP as well. Also. And now you're just going down the list. Oh! And Darkrai. Yeah, technically that's 8, but who cares? I got to power up my dark type moves using Arcanine. There we go. Obviously, ooh, look at that. Some Beldums. I need to catch the Beldums because there's a heightened, because of the possibility that they will leave behind Excel candies. Obviously, you need a lot of Excel candies from Beldums because I have 2 really powerful and really unique Metagrosses. I want to power them both out as well. There we go. Any Excel candy that I get is worth it in my opinion. Problem is, you need to catch really high CP Beldums for that, which are hard to come by and even harder to catch. Anyways, yeah, and by the way, the reason I walked all the way over here for this raid was because I don't think I have any oh, another Beldum. That's great. I don't think I have a lot of or any at all remote raid passes, and even if I did have them, I don't want to waste them. I'd much rather save them for much more major battles. Okay, raid battles, I should say. Okay, this shouldn't take long. I mean, it's a weak base form fossil Pokemon, rock type. I've got plenty of Pokemon that can deal with rock types. I mean, the Excadrill, Mamoswine, Garchomp, the shiny Rhydon that I don't even know why it's here. I suppose I should swap it up with Machamp. I mean, I doubt we're even going to. Oh, I mean, just swap it up with Vaporeon. Yeah, I mean, I doubt we're even going to get to Mamoswine, to be honest with you, because Excadrill is going to finish it off pretty easily. Now, if I remember correctly, it's just a pure rock type. It is not a rock and steel type. That is reserved for its evolved form, Bastiodon. But Shieldon is not rock and steel. It's just rock. So, and as you can see, I'm not even inviting anyone, just cause. Why bother? It's a weak 1-star raid Pokemon. It's going to go down pretty easily. If it was Bastiodon, maybe I would have considered inviting people for this raid, but still no. I mean, it's if Bastiodon being rock and steel, it's 4 times weak to fighting and 4 times weak to ground. So I doubt I would even need the help, if you know what I mean. It's got one of the highest defenses in the entire game, but still, you know, why bother? Okay, here we go. I really wish there was a way to speed things up. Like, if you know you're going in there alone and you don't need any help, or if you have a full team of people ready to go for a raid, I wish there was just like a skip button where you can just skip and everyone can approve. And just go on and start the raid without having to wait all this time. But here we go. A giant shield on, like the dinosaur that it is. Oh, look at that, it is a rock and steel type. So rock slide's not gonna do that much, but I mean, I just beat this thing in seconds with just using mud slap. I mean, that's embarrassing. Should be embarrassing for any Pokemon, but well, I won. This is gonna be my fastest raid ever, to be honest. Oh, look at that, I even got a rare candy. So something good came out of it. I don't think it can be shiny in this game yet, but whatever. Victory is a victory, and I caught myself up. Whoops! Spin the ball, you stupid dinosaur thing. Victory is a victory, and I caught myself a shield on from a raid. I don't think it's even going to be worth keeping. Hold on, let me just check it out. It's actually pretty good. I might end up keeping it, but as we all know, that's really not the reason why I did this raid in the first place. I did this raid for the Dialga mission. Wow, another shield on. You know, since this is turned out to be a pretty shield on heavy episode, I guess I should talk a little bit about it. It's well, obviously it's a Ceratopsian. That's the genus of dinosaur that it is. Ceratopsians are quadruped with large heads that kind of act as battering rams. And obviously the most famous one of the group is the Triceratops, which is a ceratopsian that can be identified by its 3 major horns on its head, which are primarily used as their main attacking method. It has been said that Triceratops, a full-grown Triceratops, can actually defeat a T-Rex in battle because of how powerful those horns are. Unfortunately, though, the T-Rex has much more mobility, and the Triceratops, not only being incredibly slow, its only form of attack and even defense comes from the front of its head. So if a T-Rex can get behind a Triceratops, the Triceratops is dead. That being said, Triceratops usually tend to attack in groups. So if a Tyrannosaurus Rex was battling at least 3 of them, it'll be in big trouble. But yeah, that's probably the most iconic Triceratops, but sorry, Ceratopsian. But shield on. Okay, there's Cranidos, which is another a fossil dinosaur Pokemon, but we're gonna focus on Shieldon for the moment. Shieldon is not really a Triceratops, it's more of a Protoceratops, which is the smaller, I believe it's the smallest of the Ceratopsians ever discovered. It's really tiny, almost the size of a dog, to be honest. And it is the smallest and weakest and most defenseless of the Ceratopsians. That's why they usually tend to hang around larger Ceratopsians for protection. But it's also, in addition, because Pokemon are usually, well, especially the best Pokemons, are always based on more than one thing. You wouldn't really expect a fossil Pokemon like Shieldon to be based on just a Protoceratops. It is also a shield. That's where the name comes from. It is a shield because, like I said, Ceratopsians have really tough and durable skulls that they use to ram into their enemies for protection. They don't really use it for attack because they're herbivores. They eat plants. They don't need to attack anyone unless they're being attacked first, which is why Shieldon and Bastiodon have such high defenses, and why they're basically based on shields. That's where the shield part of Shieldon comes from. And as you can see, hold on, let me just quickly go to the Pokédex. If you look at Shieldon, its head really does kind of resemble a shield. And if you go over to Bastiodon, well, it's much larger. It's no longer a tiny Protoceratops. It's commonly believed to be a Chasmosaurus, which is a type of ceratopsian with a really, really large head crest with two sides on it. It kind of resembles Bastiodon's head. But as you can see, even from the name Bastiodon, it's a bastion. It's a type of warrior that uses his shield as a form of attack. It puts up its. They have massive shields, and they just put them in front of their bodies and just run with them to ram through armies, similar to what a Chasmosaurus would do. And even if you look at the design of Bastiodon's face, it kind of resembles a castle. So, if you were to put this in medieval terms, a Shieldon is the lower level knights that defend the castle. Bastiodon is the castle that they're defending. That's kind of an interesting, pretty interesting family, to be sure. I love. That's what I love about this show, where I get to just talk about certain Pokemon and their inspirations and origins, and show everyone that Pokemon are not just, you know, an animal that looks kind of different and has a funny name. There's a purpose for why each Pokemon looks the way that they do. But now that we've a shiny! Whoa! Okay. Hold on. I was planning to do this anyway, but here we go. Let's take a snapshot of this shiny Voltorb. Hold on. I'm tempted to use a golden raspberry. Wow. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. It's August now. So this is my first shiny of the month. Cool. Okay, but the reason I wanted to take a snapshot of this beautiful shiny Voltorb, shiny I've been looking for a very long time, is for a mission. Here we go. Now, let's see. Let's see which Pokemon is the new encounter for August. Obviously, it's not a Hoppip. Let's get that out of our system. If you've watched this show, you know that I already caught a shiny Voltorb off camera, but it's great to finally catch one on camera. Especially because it's a great looking shiny to one of the lesser interesting Pokemon, let's put it that way. But I'm glad that now I have a Voltorb and an Electrode in shiny form. Okay, let's check out this Pokemon, and we can call it a day, I guess. 6,000 XP, it's always great. And start encounter. A Chimecho. Not really sure why, but I mean, I'm not complaining because Chimechos give off 1,000 Stardust. So, the more the merrier, I'd say. See, 1,000 Stardust. Not really sure why, but hey, I guess it gives Chimecho a reason to exist. Anyways, so yeah, this has been a pretty fun episode. I got to talk about a lot about Shieldon and Bastiodon and their origins, and I got to finish the Ultra Unlock Time event, which is great. But you know, I really can't really think of anything else for this episode, so let's just call it a day, and I gotta get back home and focus on some things. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye.
Hello again, everybody! I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.